Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things. And in today's video, I will be doing my March mid-month makeup review where I go through some of the products I've been trying out recently and let you know after trying them a bunch how I feel about them. We have some complexion products, some lips, some eyes, the whole thing. So if you guys are interested in seeing some updates on products I've tried recently on my channel the last couple months or so, then keep on watching. Let's go. I'm going to start with a couple complexion products. So let's start off with a primer. This is the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer, and this is their hydrating primer. I did get this as like a free little promo from Sephora during my last Sephora order. And I will say it's a very nice product. It feels very hydrating on the skin. However, I really do feel like this is one of those products that is very easily dupable at the drugstore. I feel like finding a hydrating primer is very easy these days, especially the Catrice Fresh It Up primer. I feel like that primer has really kind of replaced high-end primers for me as far as the hydrating world goes. So I do think this is really nice, but I still don't think it is worth the money that Laura Mercier charges for it. Now I have a foundation. This is one that I purchased from Walmart on Emily Noel's recommendation, and this is the Hard Candy Glamouflage Full Coverage Foundation. In my initial first impressions video, I said this smells just like the original Photo Focus foundation from Wet n Wild. And as I have played with it and tried it out a bunch, I really think it also performs the same way. I would say they are dupes. I think this one is 6 and maybe the Wet n Wild is 5. And I would say if you have the Wet n Wild and you like Wet n Wild, I don't see a reason for you to have to get this, especially since I feel like it's the same product, but maybe $1 more or so. It's not for me. I'm not really a fan of it, but I definitely see that it is a nice, more mattifying full coverage foundation at an affordable price. So I do believe that there is an audience for this. I just don't think I'm the audience. I have a finishing powder here. This is the Physicians Formula Natural Defense Setting the Tone Finishing Powder. And this has a SPF of 20 and it's supposed to protect from blue light and such, which is very big, I feel like, in the makeup world right now. And it kind of has like a indentation in it that's like swirly, I would say. It doesn't smell as tropical as the butter bronzer, but it definitely has like that smells like summer to me. Maybe it's a little bit of the SPF in it, I'm not really sure, but it definitely has a scent to it. Now, I tried this against the Healthy Powder from Physicians Formula, and I really prefer the Healthy Powder. The Healthy Powder is a powder foundation, but it does not mattify when I put it on my face, which is something I really appreciate. And this, on the other hand, is a finishing powder, and I feel that it is a very mattifying finishing powder, so it's not something I love as much. I definitely will give it a second try come this summer, once my skin is not the Sahara. But for right now, this is not a product I would recommend if you have more dry skin, especially this time of year. It hasn't impressed me yet. I say let's jump over to eyes for a second. I have a couple different eyeshadow palettes here. First I'm going to talk about are the e.l.f. Bite Size palettes. I feel like I've been talking about these quite a bit the last couple months. I really like these. I highly recommend them. I feel like a lot of people online have been hyping these up now, and it's for a good reason. For $3, these just perform so well. And I do own the Cream and Sugar and the Pumpkin Pie ones. Obviously, small neutral palettes are my thing. I can guarantee you I have already, since this video is happening, I've already ordered another new neutral mini eyeshadow palette, so everyone has their thing. I was actually thinking, would you guys want to see a video where I like rank my small neutral eyeshadow palettes? I don't do a lot of ranking videos on this channel, but I feel like if I was to rank something, like I have a lot of neutral small eyeshadow palettes, so let me know if that's something you want to see. But I just love these. I highly recommend them. I think there's a quad for everyone. I feel like they did a really good job diversifying the different types of quads they have, so 10 out of 10 recommend these. The next mini eyeshadow palette I want to talk about is the Natasha Denona Mini Glam Palette. I very much like this. However, if you're someone who does not like cool toned eyeshadows, this is something you will not enjoy. This is I get very cool toned eyeshadow looks every time I use this. So I know there are people who that is not their thing, and this will not be your thing if you don't like that. But I do really like the way these work just as much as I love the mini nude palette. That, on the other hand, is a very warm tone palette, so if warm tones are more your thing, that's probably something you'd prefer. But I've really enjoyed using this. I'm very happy to find cool tones that I find are easy to work with, and that is definitely this. I also have this quad from Makeup Geek. This is the Choco Latte Eyeshadow Quad. It has 4 of their rebranded eyeshadows. I did purchase this at Target. I like buying Makeup Geek at Target. I don't want to have to deal with buying it online. I don't feel like I need more than a quad of these. The shades in here for reference are Grand Stand, Creme Brulee, Cheetah Bear, and Coffee Before Talkie. I like that they also lowered the price. These quads used to be $20 at Target, now they're $15. I have no complaints about these. I think they work fantastic. They have a bunch there already, and if you missed Makeup Geek, they're back. I have an eyeshadow palette I got in a BoxyCharm. This is the Ace Beauté Vintage Dawn palette. I've now played with this a bunch, and I have come to the conclusion I don't like it. I want to like it. I think this color story is really, really cool. It's something very unique to my collection. I don't have this type of like, I feel like it's a jewel toned palette. Maybe. I might not be right, but I can't get the mattes in this eyeshadow palette to blend, and it's very frustrating. And I don't know if they're pressed pigments. I'm not really sure about that. It doesn't say on this, but I'm not someone who eyeshadow comes naturally to. If you are wondering about this, this is an eyeshadow palette bingo. I'll link it up here. I'm just not someone who eyeshadow comes naturally to. I have very hooded eyes. I have wrinkles because I'm in my 30s, you know. It's not something that I'm naturally good at, and I feel like this is not a palette that is for a beginner like me. So this was actually very upsetting because I really wanted to like this. I was very excited when I got it in my BoxyCharm. So this was a big disappointment for me. We're gonna jump around. Let's start with this. This is the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix Makeup Setting Spray, a long lasting and moisturizing. So I think when I got this, I thought this was the original, but I think this is their hydrating version, and I don't like it. I was very upset. I really want to like it, but whenever I use it, I feel like it makes my face look so oily. And this time of year, oily is not even like in my vocabulary. So it's really weird. Every time I use it, I just feel like I need to like blot my skin, which is not something I ever do. So this was like a huge letdown. I think this came in one of the Sephora Play boxes I ordered last year for Vlogmas, but I definitely will not be repurchasing this. I'll definitely try to use it up. It's such a small little bottle. It only has 0.5 fluid ounces, so I'll just use it up and be done with it. I have a mascara. It is the mascara I'm wearing today. This is the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. Well, I had very high expectations. I feel like this is a very popular mascara. This might be Urban Decay's most popular mascara. I had high expectations, like I said. If you want to know what the wand looks like, it does look like this. And I feel like when you first put it on, it looks really nice. However, I feel like it doesn't last through the day. And when I wear a mascara, that's what I want. I go to work, I'm out, I leave this house at 5:30 in the morning, and I don't get back till close to 4 o'clock. So I want my mascara to last all day, and this one just doesn't do it. So it's not for me. Let's talk a bronzer. This is the Ulta Beauty Matte Bronzer, and this came in the Ulta Beauty Advent Calendar. I thought the shade looked like such a nice bronzer shade. It doesn't look super warm. I thought it'd be a really great, like more cool tone, like contouring bronzer. This thing doesn't blend, and it is very frustrating and very upsetting. I want to like the Ulta Beauty brand. They do have good products, but so many times when I try them, it's just not that good, and it's very disappointing because this looks like it would be such a great shade, and it just doesn't blend. It just goes on patchy. It's a mess, and it's very upsetting, and I was very unhappy with that. Let's do the lip gloss I'm wearing today. This is the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss, and I have this in the shade Champagne Glam. I do have it over a lip liner. It doesn't have any of this opacity, whereas recently I've hauled the ColourPop Luxe lip glosses. Those have more of an opacity to them when you use them, whereas this is more just like a shimmer. It has a very, very slight plumping sensation, but I would say it comes and goes super quickly. And I like this a lot. I actually think this is a very good lip gloss for the drugstore. It's not super sticky, which I know a lot of people don't like. I will say the Luxe glosses from ColourPop, they're thicker, so they do have a little bit more of a stickiness to them. I definitely would recommend this. I think it's a great price, a great value, and I feel like it looks really good. So I do enjoy this. 2 more products. Let's do the brow pencil I'm wearing today. This is the Soap & Glory The Archery Brow Pencil. Very confused. Let's start with that. So I bought this when it was on sale. It originally retails for $10. I bought it on sale half price for $5, and I was very excited to try it out. And then I looked again, and it was on sale for $2.75. And I felt more confused. And now I want to know what is going on with Soap & Glory. I love their foundation. Their kick-ass all-day wear foundation. It's amazing, but it's being discontinued. Does that mean this eyebrow pencil is also being discontinued? If so, what is happening to the brand? Regardless, this brow pencil I really like. I think it's very, very similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I would recommend it. I have this in the shade dark brown, and I feel like it's a good shade match for me. It's not too dark, and I like it. I don't know where it's going. I don't know what's going on with the brand, but I do really enjoy it. Okay, I have one more product to talk about in this video, and this is the blush I'm wearing today, and I think it looks so good. This is the Wet n Wild blush in the shade Mellow Wine. I'm not sure if this is a new shade or they just fully redid their packaging. I know it does say new look on the packaging. I really like the packaging, by the way. I think it's so much better than the old square packaging with the space for the stupid little brush. This is such a better packaging, and this shade is just beautiful. I mean, I love the way it looks on the skin. It's easy to apply. I 1000% recommend this. This is part of their color icon line. I did find mine when I was at Target one day. I'm not sure if they have this line everywhere, but I have been very, very impressed with it, and I'm very happy to see something like such a staple product come out from Wet n Wild, because a lot of the times I feel like they're just coming out with their new collections that are maybe limited edition, so this is nice to see. So those are my new reviews for this month. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these products and what your experience has been. Is there anything you are looking for me to review coming up? Please let me know. I always like to hear what you guys are interested in, because I want to make sure I'm making content you guys are interested in. So let me know in the comments. And as usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys!